For the last game of the season, the Newberry Wolves hosted the Emory and Henry Wasps. All of the seniors were recognized, from the cheer team, the dance team, the marching band, and the football team. The Wasps received the ball first and were led by quarterback Cole Lambert. After back-to-back incompletions, they punted to the Wolves. When Newberry took the field, Ja'Cory Martin and Jackson Shayed traded snaps at quarterback. For the entirety of the first quarter, both teams traded punts. Early in the second, Ja'Cory Martin rushed for an 8-yard score. A great defensive stance led to a 4th-and-1 situation. The Wasps went for it, but were stopped short. A large connection between Ja'Cory Martin and Rico Dorsey Jr. was called back by a penalty. In the next series, Emory and Henry also had a big pass. That set up a 16-yard touchdown to Cam Abshire. Both teams had sacks of more than 15 yards, and both forced turnovers. Then, both teams threw interceptions back-to-back. This helped put the Wolves in field goal position. Bryce Early set up a 53-yarder, but missed. The Wasps got the ball back with less than a minute left in the half. A 41-yard pass to Cam Peoples set up a 43-yard field goal for Trace Butcher. He also missed. The score was 7-7 at halftime. Emory and Henry then scored 20 unanswered points, beginning with a 5-yard pass for Cam Abshire's second touchdown, and then a 49-yard field goal from Trace Butcher. This made the score 17-7 entering the fourth quarter. The Wasps started with the ball until linebacker Devron Williams blasted through the line and forced a fumble, recovered by Chucky Roach. The Wolves gave it right back when Jackson Shayed's pass was intercepted by Sean Collins. With less than 7 minutes left in the game, Trace Butcher hit a 33-yard field goal. The Wolves took the field and again turned it over. This helped set up a 13-yard pass to Cam Peoples. The final score was 27-7. The Wolves finished with a 3-7 record and looked to rest, recruit, and recover over the offseason. Paul C. Fisher, NCTV. Newberry College continues to make history. For the first time ever, they introduced their inaugural women's wrestling program, becoming only the 4th college in South Carolina to do so.
A real empowerment sport for our female student athletes. I think it breaks down a lot of stereotypes about what a female student athlete is in terms of toughness, competitiveness. There's not as many women's wrestling schools out there as we'd like, but it's growing and we want to be at the forefront of it.
It's huge. I come from a family of immigrants who didn't have the opportunities that I have today. My parents didn't go to school. All they do is work, and they work to give my siblings and I a better future. And they didn't understand why I wanted to wrestle in college. They didn't understand that that was something that could be done. So showing them, showing myself that I'm able to do that, it's just groundbreaking.
You have very few opportunities for Southern states. Southern states are what I call the pigskin cult. Your baseball, your basketball, your football, any sport that involves leather. And a lot of these girls are traveling to the Midwest and the Northeast to be able to get college scholarships or opportunities to wrestle. And now with Newberry having a program, you're 5 hours to Florida, you're 4 hours to Alabama, and all these places that have female wrestlers who are looking for a higher education and also a chance to wrestle.
I actually was one of the first teams at my high school as well, and I'm the first girl from my high school to wrestle in college. So I think for me, it's showing that all the girls at my high school, even though we're all so new at it and we're not like the guys who have been wrestling forever, we get to continue and we get to prove something that we can take it to the next level too, and it's not just for fun. It doesn't always have to be for fun. Like, we can be successful in this sport as well. We get to determine the tone of this team and the energy that we have, like, not just even in the 4 years we're here, but like being the first program, we set the pace for how we want this program to be at this school.
And it's even bringing in first-time fans.
Hey, this is great. I mean, this is my first time ever seeing it in general. And so far, like, the environment's like crazy electric. I've been hyped and it's my first time.
Show up. Show up and show us that we're wanted, that we're heard. And donate if you can. But yeah, just show up and show us that support, and we'll take it from there.
You can find their full season schedule at newberrywolves.com. Paul C. Fisher, NCTV. And the women's rugby team competed in the Guilford College Sevens tournament on Saturday. They played 3 matches on the day, coming out with a record of 1-1-1. They tied Emory and Henry 17-17 in the first match, narrowly defeating Guilford College 24-22 in the second, but then took a loss against the Bobcats of Frostburg 52-0. From the Langford Communications Center at Newberry College, this is Wolves Weekly. I'm Paul C. Fisher. We have a very, very exciting interview today. Joining us in the studio is the Associate Athletic Director, as well as Senior Women Administrator, Ms. Hunter Perry. How are you today?
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing really good. We're excited to have you on. This is something we've been wanting for a few weeks now, so excited to actually make it happen. So you mentioned previously just kind of how hard this conference is. So this is something, there's a whole bunch of talent in this conference. Newberry posted an 8-17 record last season. How do you kind of envision things being a little bit different, or kind of how the season will go on?